3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who is out for the evening.
Here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. MP is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5. And for Phoenix, Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3. You take a look at the Suns. This is their 3rd matchup of the NBA Cup. They've gone 1-1 so far in group play.
And, you know, I think if they want a chance to move on to the knockout round, I think they've probably got to win out. So it starts tonight here at home.
And now talking about how things are going for the Lakers. They are off to a strong start in this NBA Cup, winning their first 2 games of the group stage.
Yeah, they've set themselves up nicely, but they can't get too comfortable. They need to win out in order to ensure their spot in the knockout round.
And a lot of talk this year about MP and his sights set on securing the NBA Cup for his team. It really adds a bit of intrigue and drama to what's already become a fan favorite here in the early goings of the NBA season.
Yeah, as if we needed any more drama. MP, I think, draws a lot of attention to himself with his expectations and goals, but I admire that he puts his vision into reality and isn't afraid to tell the world what he wants to achieve. MP always seems to find a way to give us must-watch NBA action.
Now here's Dunn. Durant for 3. Drops in the 3.
Right back at you, Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with a 3 of his own.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Now here's Richards. 10 points in his last outing. Doncic against Booker. Doncic pulls down the board.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
From deep, MP. And Los Angeles, another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Durant. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Durant's got 5.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
From deep, MP. His first miss. 3 for 4 in this contest now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. He was just marveling at LeBron's ability to take advantage of any mistake you make, even a minor one. He said, if you're even a half step away from a guy defensively, LeBron will find that person. Coach is asking his guys to stay connected to shooters tonight.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now here's Booker, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
From deep, MP. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Beal with it. Now Doncic defending. Shots blocked. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Jones, he's checked in for Dunn. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Reeves comes in for Luka Doncic. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And the Suns miss again.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And here's MP from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. 15 points in the game. Suns trail by 13. Well, Grant, the Suns were swept in the first round last year. Are super teams a thing of the past, you think?
You know, perhaps, B.A. The Suns had KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal, but the constraints of the salary cap mean you end up a little top-heavy. The rest of the roster was tough for them to fill out.
So it's Los Angeles now, after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. from deep, MP. And Los Angeles, another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Booker, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
MP outside. Three-pointer. The shot misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Beal against Hayes. James with a steal. MP scanning the floor. Fires the three. Connects again from distance.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Back to MP. There's the three. The shot's good on the assist by James. Cole's got 24 points.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And so it's Los Angeles with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Defense is setting the tone. Back to the game after this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Rui Hachimura is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's MP, then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Goodwin in at the three slot. Pass to Beal. Here's Plumlee. On the wing, Jones. Clock at 6. Screen by O'Neal. Jones misses.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for the Suns. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're...
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow,
Man! What an athlete Beal is. These kind of throwdowns get him going as well as his teammates.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. MP shot is off. Suns trail by 21. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Beal, no good.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Good! Another from 3.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Phoenix making some changes. Durant, he's checked in for Bull. Dunn comes in for O'Neal. And it's Devin Booker in for Jones. Finney-Smith's checked in for Los Angeles. Vincent comes in for Luka Doncic. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And we're almost halfway through the group stage. Do coaches start thinking a little bit about how tiebreakers might come into effect here?
You know, maybe. Point differential is the second tiebreaker after head-to-head record. So that might be in the back of their minds. You're going to want to make sure you...
And again for three.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long.
Well, the precision with which MP shoots that thing seems supernatural, but it's all the result of long hours and a lot of reps behind the scenes.
Fires for three. And another three for the Lakers.
And the three ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Pass to Beal. Over to the wing. Dunn outside. Durant for three. Drills it from deep. Durant's got his third bucket of the night.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
From deep, MP buries it from three.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up three straight from beyond the arc right now.
Durant way outside. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And Booker the bucket on the assist from Durant. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
The three. MP shot is off. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And then Beal with the dunk.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosiveness.
And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from three.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Lets a three fly. Connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
He can't miss. They have to keep feeding him. How many more can he hit? For three. Good. Another from three.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. MP getting it done for Los Angeles. He added to his astounding total of three-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
We've talked about it in the past, going on the road removes the distractions of home. And it can bring you guys closer together if it's the right group.
Yeah, but you still have people you barely know asking you to comp tickets. I hate the road.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Lakers.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine going to show you real power when that camera turns off.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the 3 spot. And that's the group from Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him deliver it.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of... And again for 3!
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. And then Beal with the dunk.
Not just a jump shooter, Bradley Beal is also excellent at knifing his way to the rack and finishing.
Here's James. Again, the Lakers.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
MP left side. The 3 is up. Oh, another one falls.
Another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He's one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. I don't think you can make an argument against that.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Puts up a 3. Good! Another from 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura, and Reeves is subbed in for MP. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group.